1994 was a very significant year for me because I was also 8 months pregnant with our first child. So I was approaching the ordination to priesthood and becoming a parent at the same time. Two really big things, big changes in life that were giving me a great deal to both sort of think and rejoice over. But there was great rejoicing. It had been something that people had longed and prayed for, and some of course had campaigned for a very, very long time. I was in St Paul's Cathedral in London. There were so many women in London who were waiting to be ordained as priests that they held the services over 2 days. It was over the same weekend as the London Marathon, which felt quite significant at the time. But it was wonderful. It was full of joy. There was huge excitement. And at the time, there was somebody who was allowed to object at the moment when in the service people are asked, is it your will that these people are being ordained, which is something that's asked in every ordination service. But at that service, a person was allowed to stand and say, it's not my will, and he stood up to explain why that was. And after he'd spoken for a little while, in the end he ran out of his time that he was given. And so then the question was asked again to everybody, is it your will that these people are ordained? And I was one of the women standing round and facing the congregation. And we saw at that moment people leap to their feet and cheer and shout as they yelled out, it is our will that these people are ordained. And I think many of us were in tears or very moved at that moment, because it was that reminder that this isn't just about my sense of what God is saying to me or what I think God might be saying. It was this sense that the church has come to this momentous decision, and now here in this place it is the will of the Church of England to ordain these women. And although it had been difficult, that moment, it became a moment of great joy and celebration. I think there is still a journey. Obviously, we have come a long way, but it took a long time, longer than I thought it would, from the ordination of women as priests to women being able to be bishops. I had no idea it would take as long as it did. So I think the journey that we're on, it's still going on. And when we think about the Anglican Communion as a whole, we know that the Church of England and other churches within the Anglican Communion have made the decision to have women bishops, but not all those churches have. So we know that we're still on this journey, and it is going to keep going for some time.